Good, head up, head up, head up.
He started talking about a new initiative for the kids in tackling, that these programs were coming down from basically the NFL, and he was having communications with NFL type of people.
Head up.
The program is called Heads Up. It teaches concussion awareness and proper helmet fitting. But its central and most controversial tenet is a tackling technique designed to lead with the shoulder that promises to take the head out of the game. The NFL funded the $1.5 million initiative as concerns about concussions were leading to a dramatic drop in participation rates in youth football.
The Heads Up program to me seems like a ploy to get parents to believe that the game is safe.
Nate Jackson spent 6 seasons with the Denver Broncos and recently wrote a memoir about his life in the NFL.
Am I making this out to anyone?
Jackson and others have suggested that Heads Up is little more than propaganda to make the game appear to be safe.
Appreciate it.
Do you remember your reaction when you heard about the Heads Up program?
My reaction was that it was a response to the science coming out that says that the game is bad for you. The NFL is very concerned with their image.
Buzz those feet, buzz those feet. 1, 2, 3, rip!
In just 2 years, the NFL and USA Football have introduced Heads Up to more than 2,700 youth leagues across the country, providing certification programs to coaches for just $5.
Head up, head up, head up, head up, head up.
Now, a new study in the journal Neurology suggests that playing tackle football prior to age 12 could hurt a person's ability to think as an adult due to the repeated head impacts on a young brain.
It's one piece of information that needs to be looked at when deciding whether younger kids should be hitting their head over and over again on the field.
Robert Stern is author of the Boston University study, which examined the mental function of 42 former NFL players between the ages of 40 and 69. It's a small sample study that begs more questions than it answers, but it did find that those who started playing football prior to age 12 performed significantly worse on all measures than those who were introduced to the game later. They scored worse on estimated verbal IQ, executive function, which includes reasoning and planning, and memory impairment.
They had problems learning and remembering lists of words, with being flexible in their decision-making and problem-solving. I don't want to go beyond what the data suggest. This is a study of former NFL players. However, there's a lot of other research that has been done on brain injuries that take place at this very important time of brain development.
So the dumbed-down version is let your kid play tackle football. That'll have real impact on their ability to think later on. Is that accurate?
Not everyone will have that experience happen for them, but it certainly looks like the likelihood of it is much higher than we've ever thought.
Robert Cantu is a neurosurgeon and colleague of Stern's who did not work on the study.
Youngsters, especially between the ages of 10 and 12, are developing connectivity networks, especially between the temporal lobe where we house our memory, our emotions, and the frontal lobes where our executive functions are, our insight, our judgment. These pathways are developing, and if there's injury, especially during that age, these pathways are going to be altered.
Cantu is a pioneer in understanding sports-related head trauma. In 2011, he began recommending that children avoid tackle football until high school, a controversial stance not adopted by the NFL, to which Cantu is a senior medical advisor.
We know that the young brain is more vulnerable to acceleration forces than the adult brain. Young brains are also housed in disproportionately big heads, and that big head is on a very weak neck. So when that head is hit, the neck cannot resist movement like an adult strong neck can. It's that bobblehead doll effect.
How do you react to that?
I'm concerned.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I'm very concerned. I will have to do more research on that. And in that case, I can decide on whether I want my son to play or not.